This is how I made around 7K in 14 days with UGC. And I'm not an influencer. I'm not like a full-time content creator. I work about 1 to 2 hours a day. You can do this with 0 followers. You don't need a following. Yeah, the work is pretty easy and the pay is really good. If you're good at making content, this is for you. I'm just gonna go over the basics, like what it is, how to actually get started doing it, what they actually want, how to reach out, all that stuff. But let me just show you the actual proof so you don't think I'm a scammer. So I included an older screenshot right here. It's from October 1st. These 4 were actually in the same week. So these were from the base retainer that I get. And I also get these performance bonuses as well, just for getting views. This one is a newer screenshot. All these retainers that I have are like 1K a month minimum, sometimes more. And they usually pay me through the base, and then they pay me like $1 per 1,000 views. So let's say I get 500K views, they're gonna pay me $500. If I get 1,000,000 views, they'll pay me 1,000. 10 mil, 5K. Some companies don't have the 5K bonus. It depends on how big the startup is. But yeah, no followers are required. Your personal brand stays separate. So like, you're not posting these on your account. You're posting these on a brand new account that you made for the actual app itself. Your personal brand stays separate from that. That's the beauty of this. Like, you're not spamming your account with a bunch of ads. Like, you're just making a brand new account from zero and growing it yourself, like you usually do. So that's why I really like it. Let's go over what UGC for apps actually is, because I'm sure you're familiar with UGC for like ecom. That's a little different. They usually pay you for a set amount of posts. They'll pay you like, I don't know, 200, 300 for like 7 videos or however your rate is. And usually you're posting it, you're either giving it to them for them to run ads on your actual content, or you're posting on your own account if you're like an influencer. But this is pretty much, you're posting on a brand new account. You're only posting organically, so they're not running ads. Sometimes they run ads, but usually they won't run ads. Only organic views. And you're posting every single day. So if you cannot commit to 1 post a day, you're probably not going to do very good on this. Usually it's 1 to 2 posts a day. The actual work it takes to post, it varies depending on your actual job that you got. So it could be like very easy stuff, like 10-second videos with just text on the screen, like not even talking. That could be really easy to do. Or it could be more in-depth, like 1-minute talking videos, and I know some people struggle with that, but honestly, the talking videos are the ones that are going to get you the most view bonuses, unless you're really good at like just hacking trending sounds and using audios for the 10-second text format. Most of my companies I post for, or all of them, are very flexible in what I do. They just let me have creative freedom. Sometimes they'll give you inspiration. Usually they give you some sort of inspiration from other creators that they have in their actual roster, and they'll just like give it, so like, hey, like these are doing good right now, just copy them, or just like make your own version. That's pretty much how I go viral. I just make my own versions of other people's that have gone viral before. But yeah, you get performance bonuses for views, so we already talked about that. And you make new accounts. You're basically a paid content creator. It's not necessarily like you're just posting UGC. You're getting paid to post, and you're also getting paid to like do good. You know, sometimes you get affiliate commissions. It's kind of rare though, unless it's like a very new startup. But let's go over what brands are actually looking for, so you know what they want, basically. So they mainly are looking for consistency and about 1 to 2 posts a day. They want you to have a unique personality, and every person is unique in their own way. Before you think about, oh, I'm not very good looking, or I'm not like a super expressive person. I'm not either. I'm actually more like chill. I'm more monotone. What am I saying? But I'm more monotone, and I'm not like a super expressive like guy that's like over here yelling at the camera. You don't have to be like that. All my videos that went viral, I'm talking monotone like how I am now, and I'm not like yelling at the camera. I'm not doing any crazy shit. I'm not doing anything like out of my comfort zone, really. You don't really have to do that. All you have to do is just be authentic and natural on camera, make engaging content, and talk to the camera like you're talking to your friend, your best friend, or your brother, or your sister, or your mom. And that's pretty much the key to actually going viral organically. I can talk for hours on like content tips and stuff like that, but that's not for today's topic. But yeah, so they want to see that you're authentic and make great content. They want to see that you can go viral, so that you're good at visual and verbal hooks, and they want to see that you can make content that's native to the platform. Usually TikTok, Instagram is like the main ones. And confidence is key, guys. Remember that, okay? Finding brands. So if this is how you actually find brands that are actually looking for UGC, because not every app or brand is actually actively looking. You can search through social media, search hashtags, or just DM the accounts that you see posting UGC content, and then be like, post their, or DM the actual company account, be like, hey, are you looking for this, and send them your portfolio. And also you can do TikTok shop. Like if you're really good at TikTok shop and you cracked it down, like you're making thousands a month, you can get some really solid retainers from there. All you gotta do is message the brands that you post for the most and be like, hey, do you want me to post a certain amount of videos per month? It can be like 20, 15, 30 for this rate, and you also get affiliate commissions on top of that. Like that, you can make some good money doing that. Me personally, I was never good at TikTok shop. Like I made a few thousand. I think I just never really grinded it out to where like I'm posting all the time. It just kind of drained me, and like with all the products I was getting like, oh my god, I got so many samples, and I just let them stack up to the point where I got so like drained. I just didn't even post any of the samples, and I basically like I'm starting to like post them now, but it's very slow. Like I missed my freaking window of time because I took too long. But it's just I think it just wasn't for me. I made some money doing it, but I never got like really good at it. But there is some platforms like SideShift, Bilio, Collapser. SideShift is mainly the one that you want to do, you want to get if you want to post for apps. Bilio is more like for e-com brands, and Collapser, I've never used Collapser, so can't really say much on that, but it was recommended. A really, really solid way is cold email. Cold email still works today, guys. Like brands check their email all the time. Don't act like email is dead. It's not. Or you can do LinkedIn. I forgot to put LinkedIn as well. LinkedIn is actually probably better than email because LinkedIn is more of like a social media for business companies. So it might actually be better than cold email, but you can use Apollo to actually find the company emails or the actual marketing director's emails and just like DM or email them directly. Put your portfolio in, give them a good little pitch, market yourself. Like you got to market yourself good so they actually take you seriously. Pitch about 20 to 50 brands a day. I know it sounds like a lot, but 9 times out of 10, no one's going to reply to you. So you got to make sure that you're pushing out volume, okay? Volume over quality in this game. All right, let's go over the pricing strategy. So as I know you guys want to get paid, so pricing pretty much depends on your experience. Like if you have no experience posting, if you have no TikTok to show, if you have no TikTok to leverage, if you have no views, you might have to take these smaller deals to actually get experience, and that's just the reality of it. I had some experience, like I had some views that got 500K, and that is like what got me into the door. I started off, I did the very first deal I got. It was kind of shitty. It was $1,000 a month for 2 posts a day. So it was kind of bad because it was like $13 a video. and it was very stressful. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad, but I'm kind of over exaggerating. But it was just not the pay I'm getting now. And when I look back at it, they were kind of like robbing me, because I should be getting way more than that. And yeah, you might have to do that just to gain experience. And then once you have that experience, you can be like, hey, look what I did for this company. I got them this amount of views. I did really good for them. I can do really good for you. But yeah, I would not recommend taking deals that don't give you a base retainer, because I just don't like the idea of posting for 30 days and then not getting paid at all because you didn't hit the quota of 1 million views or whatever. I just feel like that's a huge waste of time. And if you really have no experience, like you have 0 views, 0 accounts, that might be the only deal you have to take to like just get your foot in the door. And then once you like get some views for them, then you can start like applying for these bigger jobs, content deals, whatever you want to call it. Content. You can apply for these bigger companies. And yeah, so just be wary of that. It depends on your experience. Also, always sign a contract, because you don't want to be posting for a company and then they just don't really like the results that you got and they just decide not to pay you because they didn't sign a contract with you. So don't make that mistake. I was fortunate enough to not make that mistake. I always got paid on time. Actually, that's not true. I lied. The first company I worked with, they were like being so stingy about, it was like $50 they didn't pay me out, and they were like coming up with a bunch of excuses why I didn't get that money, and like yada yada yada. And it was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna argue. I just kind of like stopped working for them and moved on to other companies, because guys, there's, have an abundance mindset. Like there's always gonna be more. There's always going to be more companies out there that want you to post for them. So don't act like there's a scarcity. Don't have a scarcity mindset. There's always going to be more startups popping up every single day. So yeah, always ask for, if you're not going to sign a contract or if they seem like they're kind of newer, I would ask for 50% upfront. That's usually what I would do. If they don't want to do that, then at least do weekly or bi-weekly payments. If they're a bigger company, like they're pretty established, they're probably going to do bi-weekly. And yeah, just charge your worth, like charge what you're worth. Really sell yourself and don't undercharge yourself, because you're worth a lot more than that, okay? I believe in you. Some action this week to take. What I want you to do is build a portfolio. So I have a free template in the description for you guys. So you can build your own portfolio. You can put in your socials. You can put in all your post history and like what you've done. You can put your interests, your demographics, all that stuff. You can put it in this document. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Notion document. You can use that to actually pitch for brands. So you just attach your portfolio in a link and just like write in your pitch and then be like, hey, look, here's my portfolio. I want you to target at least 5 to 10 brands today that you think are running UGC. Get in contact with them and take smaller deals if you have no experience. Like you might have to take the performance only deals, unfortunately. But you guys will get there. I promise you, if you just keep grinding, you guys will get there to be able to make this amount that I have and be doing this. Like it's kind of like, I don't want to say full time, because it doesn't take that long to do it doesn't take that long to actually do. So I don't want to say it's full time. This is more part time. Like you can literally do this and have a full time job. Like I usually just knock these out first thing in the morning. I just knock these out 1 to 2 hours, knock these out, and then I do everything else for the day. Like I make my own content, I make my own videos, I do my e-com stuff. So this is like a really good side hustle. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. If you guys have any questions about it, if you guys have specific questions for me, leave them down below so I can actually so I know what you guys need to know about it so I can answer in the next video. I'm also working on a product for you guys, just like to save you guys a bunch of time. So I know like researching all these apps and stuff takes a long time, like especially if you're like searching through social media and like Google and like just trying to find these apps. So what I was gonna do is I was gonna just like do all the research for you, the hundreds of hours of research, and just like compile all these apps, all these startups for you, like 100 plus, maybe 200 brands that are currently looking for UGC. And I'll put all their contacts, their Instagram, their email, their pay rates, their typical pay rates that they are asking for, and I'll put them all in a document together for you, and just to save you guys a bunch of time. And also, I was gonna give you guys some like scripts as well, like pitch templates and pitch negotiation scripts, and also like content tips as well to go viral. Just like something cool for you guys that will help you guys out to get started on this. It's probably not going to be free because it's going to take me like a long ass time to do, but I'm not going to charge you guys like a bunch of money. Like, I'm not like a fucking guru that's going to charge you like $1,000, $2,000 for this shit. I'll probably charge you like, or probably less than $100, honestly. Less than $100. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. I'll probably put an email list in the description to like, just so you can get it when it drops. But I don't even know if I'm gonna do it. It depends on how interested that you guys are in this actual side hustle, whatever you want to call it. If you guys are really interested in it and you want to get started doing it, I will continue to make videos on it. Just ask me questions below. Feel free to ask me. I will answer. But yeah, just thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to be making more content soon. But I appreciate you guys watching. See you guys on the next video.